What's up and welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Tuesday Tips and Tricks. I'm your host, Max at WeVideo, and as always, we've got another great episode lined up for you guys today. Before we get started, let us know where you're watching from in the comments section in the chat. Shout out to everyone who's joining us from YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook. And yeah, let's get started. Actually, before we get started, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as well as hit the bell in the top right corner so you get a notification anytime WeVideo releases a new video. All right, so today we're going to be going over some cool TikTok effects. This is part one of what we hope to be a lengthy series. To be more specific, we're going to be going over a Google Maps effect. That's a cool thing that anyone can do, both in any format. All right, let's bring on our co-host, Tyler Wall.
What's going on, Max? Good to see you. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. I'm a little, feel like I'm a little jittery. It's been a while since we've done one of these.
Yeah, we're back after a small hiatus, but we got a great effect for you guys today. It's using Google Earth. So if you guys aren't familiar, we'll hop into there and show you how to make a nice video that you can incorporate into TikTok or Reels, which is the equivalent on Instagram. So should be a fun one. Let's go ahead and hop right into it.
Awesome.
All right, so right here I've got WeVideo timeline. And let's go ahead, as always, we'll show you the effect we want to go over, and then we'll break it down, show you how to do it. Should be pretty fun. As we mentioned, this is something that you can do pretty much any location on Google Earth. So let's just play it and see how it looks. All right, so there we go. You can see we got this nice zoom in effect using Google Earth, and then we hop into some of this great stock media that we found via our stock media library here in WeVideo. So it's an awesome way to kind of incorporate multiple pieces of footage along with this sweet zoom in from space. And like I said, we can do this in pretty much any location in the world. So let's go ahead and hop into Google Earth and we'll show you how we captured this first little bit here. Let me switch over.
Yeah, so obviously we're showing this for a TikTok example, but this could really be used for kind of any sort of video, whether it's a travel video or maybe it's just like an about you or about your company and you're showing where you're headquartered at.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Just throw in your address into Google Earth.
Yeah, for sure. We've seen teachers use this as well as a great way to talk about historic landmarks or different locations within our great planet here. So let's go ahead and show you just a little bit. This is Google Earth if you're not familiar. So it's kind of like a 3D look at any sort of map. You can see that it's got some topical feel to it. So yeah, let's go over how we got that nice zoom in effect. You're going to want to zoom all the way out. And then you're just going to type in the location. So for the second example, we're thinking of doing the Coliseum. And then let's go ahead and hop back into WeVideo. And let's record this. Okay, so if you guys are not familiar with the record feature, go to My Media and you'll see this record button here. And this is a great way to just get a nice screen recording. So we're going to hit screen from the options. Next, this is our audio. So we actually don't need audio for this. I'll select no audio, but if you wanted to choose your microphone, that would be where you do it. And then you'll have the option for your screens or a Chrome tab. And let's just use the Google Earth Chrome tab. So then I'm going to hit share. It's actually going to pop that screen up for me.
Nice and convenient.
Yep. There is an actual countdown. I think it finished. So we should be recording now. And you'll see this stop sharing. So when we're done, we're going to click that. But for now, you can see this highlighted blue box is showing us what's actually being recorded. So all the actions on my screen, like this mouse that I'm moving, is actually being recorded as a screencast. And then that's going to be saved into WeVideo. So let's type in our location. Like Max said, it could be maybe your office or, I don't know, anywhere you really want to highlight. And then we're just going to hit enter on our keyboard. And that's going to give us that sweet zoom in effect. Well, it should have. Let's try that again. Yep. All right. Bear with us. I think if we select this actual location, maybe it'll do it.
Oh,
Could be some sort of caching issue as well.
maybe you just need to reload.
Yeah. So you might run into that problem. Let's try it one more time. If not, we'll find a new location because I think it doesn't like this one for some reason. All right.
Maybe you can do the Great Wall of China. We can do.
Yeah, that's a good one. Here we go. There we go. All right, so that zoom's happening. And I'm just letting it go. And it's this nice orbiting view of the location.
Are we able to zoom in further, or is this where they stop you?
Yeah, you
Oh,
can't
wow.
zoom further. So I think the wall is actually.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, there it is.
All right, so a little troubleshooting you're doing with us. That could work. Obviously, we want to find something that's a little bit better zoomed in on.
We could try
Um,
the Eiffel Tower. We could try. I'm trying to think of like what will definitely have stock video options.
right.
So I'm thinking of like physical man-made creations as opposed to.
All right. So we got a couple options. It is still recording this, so we can.
So we'll just get a bunch. Yeah.
Yeah. One thing you want to do though is make sure you zoom out all the way, so you get that nice like space view. Let's try the Colosseum one more time. I think it was just a issue with the. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
That's more what we're looking for. So we got that nice orbiting view, and that's going to look really nice when we switch over to actual stock footage. Cool. So there you go. Sometimes we make some mistakes, but maybe that's helpful for you if you run into similar problems. So
We just had a guy join us. Looks like his name's Mervat from Egypt.
Oh, cool. Oh, we should have done the pyramids, maybe.
Yeah, do we want to see if that's an option?
Maybe we could go back. I've got
Okay.
quite a few options here now.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I stop sharing, and I can preview this whole thing right here as well. And if I didn't like it, I could record again, or I can just go ahead and save. And that's going to throw this recording we just did onto the timeline. And then it's also going to be in my media. So you can see it shows up here and it's loading. So now all we have to do is edit this down in our timeline. One thing to note is we are switched over to 9:16, so this nice vertical view, and that's going to be ideal for, TikTok, Instagram, any sort of vertical application where we're posting this. You can easily switch over to 16:9 by just using this little widget here. But again, we're gonna do vertical for this one, and then it's just a matter of scrubbing through and finding exactly where our zoom in is happening. So right about here, I think, was the Coliseum. We can just trim all that fat and then go ahead and play this. Now, one thing we brought up before is in our preview window, because this is via the cloud, WeVideo is storing these videos and allowing us to edit them immediately. It may be a little bit more grainy than the actual export. So I did the export of this Opera House earlier. We could take a look at that just to show you. Oop. Still loading the clip. Just to show you how much more clean the final video is going to look. And it's going to maintain that nice crisp look of what we captured. So just keep that in mind when you're editing. And let's hop right back in to our example.
All right.
Cool. So I can clear all this out by dragging, highlighting, hitting delete. And we can create our new video.
Awesome.
Yeah, any questions in chat here? Doesn't look like
any so far.
Cool.
So let's just go ahead and clean this up. We'll add some stock. Can add some text.
Yeah.
And then throw a little music in the background.
One other thing we want to bring up, because we did switch to the vertical format, you do have the option to play around with your transform tab here and make sure everything's centered up. Also, if there's anything on the edges that needs to be cropped, maybe crop it. This is looking okay though. But yeah, you can definitely play around with the positioning of your clip. And yeah, let's find some stock media. Cool. So let's find a clip that's going to work. When you're in vertical, you want to think about the crop, right? On these horizontal clips. That one could work. This one might crop in a little bit
too much.
So let's try this drone shot. I think that might look good. And then it's just a matter of lining up when we want our transition to happen. So we zoom in, maybe right about there. I can hit S on my keyboard. That's going to split this clip. I can delete it. Right click. After highlighting both clips, we'll close the gaps. Cool. And now we have a nice zoom in. And then we turn to this stock media clip that's an actual shot. So we could play around with the timing of this, maybe right when we see the Colosseum, just a little bit sooner. That's when we'll do our transition. And then we can go to our transitions tab and maybe add a cross zoom.
Yeah, I like this effect.
So since we are zooming in from space, this transition seems like it'll be applicable. Something like that.
Nice.
Cool. And if we wanted to, we could add more. There's actually quite a bit of footage here of the Colosseum.
Yeah, I've never been, but man, it looks epic.
Pretty cool. I haven't been as either. We need to plan a WeVideo trip, maybe. All right, I'm not seeing anything else that. Oh, we got some images too. That's kind of cool.
That's very cool. All good. So let's just quickly throw maybe like a label on it with some text. Show quickly how to do that again for our viewers.
Yeah. Yeah, so another trend you see quite a bit on TikTok is just simple text, right? So if we head to our text tab, go to free, static, we can put in some basic text. Typically, I think on TikTok, the trendy thing to do is just kind of like a small, colorful box around the text. And then in the static text, we can change the size really easily. Just the line height. We can do quite a bit of stuff here. Font, obviously. So you should have quite a bit more options versus like actually editing it on TikTok.
Yeah.
And if you had some facts about the Colosseum, I don't, unfortunately, off the top of my head.
All good. If anyone has any questions, go ahead and let us know in the chat.
Yeah, and you could have these pieces of text popping up throughout. Could really control the edit however you like here. So there you go. The last thing we would do is maybe add some music. Switch over to audio. Search by. I guess the Coliseum would be a little more aggressive, huh?
Yeah.
That could work.
That'll work. Yep.
Yeah, so you can search based on kind of feeling, genre, really whatever keywords you want, and then use this filter here for the audio, and that's going to help a lot to refine your search and find the music that you want. Can really match up with some of the footage.
Yeah, so we did just have a question come in, Tyler. This is from B. Jackson. They asked, I came in late, so if I am understanding correctly, this drop down came from space, and then they could add. They're asking, can they add any picture at the ending? So
That's
yes.
correct.
Real quick, basically to catch you up, we went to Google Earth, and there you can type in any address or any location. and you can use WeVideo to record kind of the little video sequence that they create. So you want to zoom out, and then it'll show from space, dialing into that location. And then you can stop recording, import that into WeVideo, and then you can use any stock footage, obviously, or if you have like your own pictures or videos, you can use those as well and kind of create kind of a nice little sequence. So this will be great for, yeah, as we covered before, travel videos, kind of showing where you're going, like a how, who we are video, showing your company location, that sort of thing. So cool little effect that's pretty easy to do.
Yeah, very easy. And we used the record feature within WeVideo to grab a screenshot from Google Earth itself. So that's how we
Yeah.
captured this front part. Yeah, and then like you're saying, if you have footage of your own, you can plug it in at the end here. You could even zoom into your own house from Google Earth.
Yeah.
Like a postcard of sorts, a video postcard.
Yeah. Christmas card, even.
Yeah, hey, lots of options.
Yeah. So just to be clear, to access the record feature, you want to be selecting My Media, and then you can choose record, narrate, or both. Awesome. Well, if there's any other questions, let us know in the chat. In the meantime, Tyler, let's just quickly go through how to change the formats. So, assuming maybe someone wants to put this on TikTok as well as Facebook, and they want to have it in horizontal for that, how would they go about switching?
Yeah. So the great thing about this is we can just click here on this widget and switch between horizontal, vertical, or square. And WeVideo is going to do a good job of just adjusting any sort of titles. If you had motion titles on this, it will adjust them automatically. Definitely go through and check just to make sure that your clips are all lining up and they're filling the screen like you want. But yeah, now we have a horizontal version of this. So
Nice.
I could go in and crop this if I didn't like some of these little widgets that were part of, Google Earth. I can just adjust this real quick and scale it up. It's a little more clean.
Nice.
But yeah, it's as easy as that. When you go to finish, it's going to export in the format that you're editing in. So just keep that in mind. All we would have to do is export as horizontal, go back, switch over to vertical, and then once again export in the same way.
Yep.
2 videos for multiple social media purposes.
Alternatively, you could save as and create 2 separate versions, but it's really up to you.
Right.
Yeah. If you're doing something maybe a little longer, it might be worth doing that. If not, it's pretty easy to switch. Awesome. Well, if there's no other questions, Tyler, do you have anything else to add?
No, I was just going to add some gladiator clips to this maybe.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely try this out and share it with us. Tag us on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you post. And we'd be happy to see if you guys try this effect out. It's pretty fun.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. And this will be the last episode of the year. So we'll catch you all in 2022.
All right.
Happy holidays, and we'll see you in the new year. Thanks for everyone.